forth. This will allow the hips to move independently of the shoulders. Now Jacqueline will pull the knees right up to her chest. This will lock in her pelvis and force her to move more through the mid-thoracic part of your spine. Also, it's going to start to use the weight of legs to assist the stretch and then contract to the new range of motion. When you get more advanced, we'll take the legs straight up, toes up toward your shins. We'll rock them over, rock them back, which will keep your body, your calf, to allow you to stretch further. Then she's going to push up out of her heel, warming the muscle up and lengthening that tissue, pulling it back up, and exhale, and then push back up. And we'll do that for the desired number of. Jacqueline's going to again push away out of her heel and then pull up the toe right toward her shin. You're going to feel the stretch deeper down into your Achilles and lower down into your heel. The hip as if she was bowing to the crowd, coming back up by pulling with the glutes and the hamstrings. Notice the straight line that we have from ear to ankle. Lock her hands out, making sure to stabilize through the shoulder, locking in her abs, and now keeping her legs straight. She's only going to walk up right here with her ankles. Now as she gets closer, she can go on her fingertips and actually get her feet right up to her hands and then walk back out again. Shoulders pushed away, abs drawn in, legs straight, walking right up with the ankles, and that will elongate your hamstrings, strengthen. She'll push back powerfully into the next rep where she'll look over the front leg, stretching the muscles out here, and then pushing back again. This is back, really hugging with good dorsiflexion of that toe up. Dropping in, good stabilization, drive out of glutes, as tall as she can get, and that will help us improve your stride length. She's going to step out. She's going to put this front hand down, support her weight, reach the same side elbow to instep, stretching out the muscle of her groin, her low back, her glutes, and this opposite hip flexor, then putting the hand outside and pushing her hips tall, stretching out this front leg hamstring. Notice she pulls the toe up right toward her shin. She'll drop her hips back down, get good posture, recruit right out of the glute, push tall as she can, and then step into the next rep. Hand down, elbow to instep, hand's going to go outside. She's going to push those hips tall, stretching out the hamstring, toe up, dropping the chest down, push to the next rep. That is what we call a forward lunge, forearm to inside, down, holding that stretch, and then pushing off that backside, and then going into the next step. Trying to get the leg tall, and then push tall in the hips. This will stretch out hips behind. As Jacqueline does this, she'll square back up, and then she's going to squat down, keeping that weight on this front leg, then pushing hard off the front leg, and then taking the same leg behind again. Turn, square up the hips, drop back down, then push off the front leg. And as she does this, both feet are going to be pointed straight ahead, and both feet will stay flat on the ground. Notice the leg is straight, as well as her posture. It's sitting the hips back and down. So come back into a good sumo stance, opening up your ankles and your hips, keeping the legs straight, both feet flat, good posture, coming back to base, and that's what we call ground. Perfect posture, good toe up, heel up, and thigh up with good angles. Legs straight, notice perfect posture, legs gonna stay straight, pulling back from the glute. This will make sure that we have just a tack down to the ground. Pushing down and extending through the back leg, making sure you keep good toe up, legs open like it was a gate. Open the hips, opening up through your hip capsule and getting the foot right back down to the ground.